My name is Amanda Krentz and I'm the 24-hour community living manager. In community living, we serve adults with developmental disabilities that want to live their life to the fullest in the most independent setting as possible.
My name is Mark Pilger. I'm the QDDP in Winnemac. When I first started in the business several years ago, it was QMRP, Qualified Mental Retardation Professional. And that was, of course, changed because of just a better sound and a better approach to the dignity of the clients. So that's now why it's QDDP, Qualified Developmental Disability Professional. That's the history of how the title come about. We shortened it because, as you can tell, it's a long title.
Hi, my name is Brandy Reno. I'm the Industrial Services Manager. In the workshop, we do daily tasks. We help the clients learn job skills, more like socialness, appropriateness for a work environment. We have about 7 different customers that we do contract work for, our largest being Matthew Warren here in town. A lot of it is inspection, bundling, transmission rings for them that then go to Chrysler. We also work for a customer that does security systems and some medical devices. So we'll help trim capacitors and crystals and things that you'll see on a circuit board. We also prepare those parts to then go into a circuit board.
As far as the Q department, here in Winnemac, I'm in charge of 2 homes and the day services here at the Rehabilitation Service Building. And I am responsible for quality of life for the clients, making sure active treatment takes place, make sure that they have a clean environment, a safe environment, and just make sure that staff are trained how to take care of the clients, administer medications, and just make sure that we're helping the clients achieve their dreams and moving towards success.
Specifically here at Erie, there are 3 clients that live here. The role of the DSP is frontline, working closely with the consumer on their goals, their day-to-day tasks, just really supporting the consumer in every step of life. They help cook, help clean. They obviously chart and take care of all the paperwork, but they do a lot of one-on-one and hands-on with the clients here.
Of course, direct support professional says a lot as far as what their responsibilities are. They're here to support the clients, not to do things for them unless the client needs that assistance, whether it be emotionally, physically, medication administration, that type of thing. DSPs do a great job in assisting our clients to be able to function at their highest possible potential.
The role of a DSP in the workshop has 2 sides to it. So obviously our first side is client support. Like I said, it's helping them with their lunch, it's helping them even toilet if they need it, getting along with peers or others, things like that. We also have the factory side. So our DSPs also train the client on the work that we do. They also do quality, so they're checking the client's work before it gets packed to go back to the customer. So like I said, they can train on the job specific to what the work is. Some of it can be more generalized job skills that'll cross over our multiple customers.
The traits of a good DSP would start with care and a lot of patience, because the DSP uses that patience because we move at the speed of the client, not at the rate that we want to go. So therefore it requires a lot of patience, dedication, communication, and love. You gotta have a lot of love to do your job here.
the traits that make a good DSP: caring, compassionate, concerned, and looking out for the best interest of the client, putting them first ahead of what we need, of course, making sure that they're safe and that they're cared for, but at the same time having as much independence as possible. The DSP is really the front line of this company. They're like the backbone. If we didn't have the DSPs, we couldn't do what we do effectively for our clients.
Traits of a great DSP. First and foremost is patience, I feel. Not everybody learns the same. And so being able to observe and see what that specific client needs is a big thing, and it helps just all around in a big way. There's numerous traits that are good for a DSP to have. As we talked about, communication. That's another one. Are you able to communicate and find a way to communicate with clients?
Sometimes the DSP faces the challenge of this task should have taken 20 minutes had we been doing it, but we've been at it for an hour and 20 minutes. So the patience really comes into play there. A whole lot of patience. A whole lot of patience.
Where our clients are at as far as their level, they have the same needs, wants, and desires as the clients in Logansport, but sometimes they can't express it, so then there's a frustration level on their part. Sometimes that evidences itself in behavior, and we have to, and the direct support professionals have to determine the cause of the behavior if they can, and a behavior communicates usually something that the client's trying to tell us that maybe they can't. Some of our clients here in Winnemac cannot do that. And so that's a challenge that our DSPs, both here at the day services and in the homes, have to deal with on a daily basis. Yeah.
More often than not, clients do have a hard time communicating. You know, they can talk to you and have conversation on a day-to-day, but when it comes down to they don't feel good or, you know, something's bothering them, they're not so keen on being able to express that. So it comes out in different ways that, you know, sometimes we catch.
I do have several people in and out of the Logansport area that go above and beyond. So when it comes to their shopping, the clients are very motivated by what they always get. Changing diet is very hard for them, especially if it would be kidney diabetes and a heart diet. So that was a very radical change, and we've had like 4 of the DSP that are doing the shopping now, literally working together, working with her while she's at home, while she's at workshop, and at the store to make better choices to lower those numbers and to get her on a better diet. And it's working. It's working really well.
My team, I feel, I can brag on their advocacy. They're really good on picking up any differences that they may see in a client. The way that they interact with the clients, the way that they try to work with them, to get them to understand not only the job process and the tasks involved, but they break down those steps per client so that they can work. I do have an amazing team that helps me with that, because sometimes there are things that I may not think of that would work better for a client to do the job. And they're right there with me figuring that out and coming up with those ideas that I may miss. Those are my big brags. Thank you very much, DSPs, all of you.
I've seen our DSPs shine, just their way they care about the clients, I think has prolonged the life of our clients. Just one more thing I'll mention that I thought of. we have clients who have gone on and have had to be placed in nursing facilities and things. Our DSPs actually go and visit and take some of the other clients to visit those clients. And it really encourages all of them to maintain that continuity and be able to stay in touch with each other. And the DSPs do that on their own time. And that's going above and beyond. Yeah. I find in this industry though, once you get started, even if you leave for a while, you usually come back, as in my case. Thank you to all our DSPs that work at Peak Community Services. You're fantastic.